conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. For nearly a century, this venue has stood on the grounds of the Texas State Fair. Glad to have you with us from the Cotton Bowl. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Texas Longhorns. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Sooners ready to kick it away first. Dallas, Texas, and the Texas State Fair. Played here since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. For nearly a century, this venue has stood on the grounds of the Texas State Fair. Glad to have you with us from the Cotton Bowl. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
As I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game, his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And he's coming out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The run inside. It's Blaylock. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, do they want to run it up the middle? Do they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. It's Bentley. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. The Sooners line up to punt it away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Running the red zone, it's Edwards. The OB hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The Longhorns will try to convert on fourth down. Fourth down, Manning. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on fourth down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
They put the brakes on it.
Well, coming into this one, the offense knew a big key was going to be getting the ground game established. They haven't been able to do that yet. They punted on their opening drive, and they have a negative play here on the first play of their second drive.
It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Third and 6 yards to go. Quick give. It's Blaylock. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Corrals it at the 45. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early.
And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. Deep in the end zone, it's Provo. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Gonna run it. It's Blaylock. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Now on first down from the 28. Right back to the well. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, it's Blaylock. Drop immediately. He got nothing on first down. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Hits the hole. It's Roberts. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning.
You're just trying to change the ebb and flow of the game. You're trying to get some of this momentum back, so you go fake punt, and you can't get it executed. It just backfires in their face.
Got the first down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it, trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. And not an enviable task.
Lets it fly deep. Room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow.
Makes the kick. Headed to the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Longhorn.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Back to pass, it's Bentley. Look out! Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Could we get the trainers over to the coach right now? I mean, he's got his punt team out there, and it's not fourth down. Makes the catch around the 50. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Bevo is a ground-based animal, and he has to like what he's seeing right now from this running game.
The beef up front doing their job, creating some holes, making some alleys, get those running backs. I think Texas, when you can pound the rock and you can use your big guys up front, you can win a lot of football games.
Right side, it's Coleman. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Arch is going to throw for it. Here comes the heat. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Lets it go to the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Provo. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Running inside. It's Roberts. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Guts on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
There he goes. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Blaylock. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and is supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover.
Open field on the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Coming out with it, it's Wingo. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute with it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, they're trying to go toss on this play, but defense just wins at the point of attack. They're able to defeat the blocks and get the ball carrier down behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw, Manning. Oh, pressure's coming. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long. Snags it, and he's open. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a 3rd down situation, and they still can't execute. So slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Straight ahead, it's Henderson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses. The Longhorns are rolling down the field. Here's Arch to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Played game in the shadow of Big Tex. You can get a corny dog out there, play carnival games, and see one of the great rivalries in the sport, David.
It's crazy. You literally walk outside of the stadium, and there are thousands upon thousands of people. They don't even realize a football game's going on, Jesse. They're just having a good time.
You're right. It's part of what makes this game so special. The Red River rivalry, there's just so much fanfare. There's so much tradition. And remember, with bragging rights on the line, this thing just means more.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Manning on play action. Under pressure. Needed a little more oomph to get it there. Long way to go on 2nd down. Sets his feet. It's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Left side is Coleman. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Moves to his right. Going to try to get it himself. Flies to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Makes the grab. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense.
Big guy tries to barrel in. He stopped short of the goal line. Couldn't find his way in. And it'll bring up 4th and goal. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Can't make the connection. And the defense gets a 4th down stop.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down. The Sooners in the hurry-up.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. They've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Sells to fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Moves the pocket. It's Bentley. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with Baylor taking on the number 23 team, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. And it's the Bears who are faring well right now in their quest to turn this season around. 2-3 would hardly be 5-0, but if they can close this out, they've accomplished something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Trying to set the tone with the run. Nowhere to go.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Out wide right, it's Wingo. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Trying to get started. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Hits inside. It's Blaylock. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
When you're running up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
But when you've had the day that this guy has had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Looking for a man. It's Bentley. Got him downfield. First catch of the season as this freshman tight end wastes no time getting involved. And the Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, it's Blaylock. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Rush is on. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Not a chance. Missed it. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. Here comes the Texas offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Manning. Right side, it's Wingo. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it, and it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I'll tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. The run inside. It's Henderson. Pulled to the ground.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Quarterback changing the play. 3rd down from the gun, Manning. He'll pull it down. He throws it back to the left, a risky ball. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the ball comes to rest right there. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Keeps it on the ground. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. The Sooners will call on their punt team. Searching for space. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Here's Manning to throw. Rush right in his face. He's going to take off. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They're all over him. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I tell you what, fourth quarter, you're trying to get to the quarterback, trying to get the ball back to your offense. But nice pursuit. Nice job making the QB scramble outside of the pocket, chasing him down. And even better, you got a gift. He runs out of bounds, so now the clock stops. Now you're saving time late in the ball game when it's really going to matter.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Snapped it, they'll throw to start the drive. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Quick give. It's Roberts. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Breaks the tackle. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And listen, everything's 4-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the first down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
And the Sooners send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
At the 45 on its way. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. Out wide right, it's Henderson. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. From the gun, it's Blaylock. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Tight end now in motion. Off play action. Look out! He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a first down.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. He's got a fresh set of downs.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on third down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. So after that false start, now instead of 2nd and short, you've got 2nd and 8. Pulls it on the option. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Selling the fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
The Sooners will punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Arch Madness. Here comes the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Turning it on. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Got enough for the first down. Loose in the middle. Touchdown, Texas. He got a step and just dusted the field. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Blaylock. At the 35, he's loose. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Might as well give it to him again. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw one first. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Third and long right here. Sunset with the coveted Golden Hat Trophy after beating their despised rival to the north.